Hey everyone, it's justaddsparkle, and I have another cooking, baking video for you today. Many of you requested cupcakes, and so I'm going to show you some really easy, yummy cupcakes. Basically some simple frosting ideas, decorations, and so, yeah, I'm going to get started. Okay, so I got my 3 eggs, my stick of butter, and my water. And then you also need a large mixing bowl. So I'm going to show you putting in all of the ingredients. Okay, so now I'm going to put in our cake mix. Hold on, let me get a knife to open it. If you're not using a cake mix, you don't have to put in, the flour, the sugar. But I love cake mixes just because I still think it tastes good. It doesn't taste completely like a box. If you like that homemade taste, and, stick with the homemade stuff. But basically, whatever you want. And if you have a mixer, then mix it on low for a while, and then on medium for 2 minutes. But I don't have a mixer, well, my parents or anything, so we go the old-fashioned way with a fork or a spoon. But basically, we just mix it around for a really long time in here. But it gets some arm strength, so getting a workout while baking. But anyway, yeah. And make sure to preheat the oven to 350. Okay, so I'm just using regular brown cupcake holders. You can get fun birthday ones, fun Christmas ones, butterfly flower, whatever you want, basically. Some people like to put in 2 to give it extra, so make sure it doesn't leak. But 1 is fine as well. If you're not going to use cupcake holders, then use a spray or butter them so that they don't stick. But if you're going to do traditional cupcakes, you can get some cupcake holders. Okay, so now that we got all of our cupcakes laid out, I'm going to make some things to go on top. I'm going to make these little molds, which if I had a picture at the beginning of what the cupcake looks like, I don't know if I put it up there or not, but they're just going to go on top, and it'll look really pretty and make you look like even a better baker. So basically you just need some chocolate that you can melt, like fountain and fondue chocolate, and one of these molds. These are just some fun little stencils like the leaves and that sort. And then you can get, whatever ones you want. I picked this up at Hobby Lobby. You can probably get some at Michael's, cake decorating stores, Hobby Lobby, whatever. Okay, so you're going to take a glass cup and put in your chocolate, as much as you think you might need. And then you're going to put this in the microwave till whenever it gets creamy. I don't really know the specific time. I'll tell you how long I put mine in for, but yeah, I don't really know how long. It needs to be heated up for maybe a couple minutes. I don't know. I'll tell you. But yeah, so just put it in the microwave. You don't have to heat it up over a stove or anything. And then we're going to drizzle them into these molds. So while our fondue is melting in the microwave, we're going to fill our little cup holders up with our batter, which is now nicely beaten. And so let me get a big spoon. Yeah, I'm just basically using a big spoon. You can get like little special things or whatever, but this works good. And basically, I'm just going to scoop it and throw it in there. So this is going to be in high speed. Okay, so here's the chocolate in its mold. It was in about there from 30 seconds in the microwave. So you want to let them cool until the tops of them aren't warm anymore, and then that's when you can start putting the icing on. Second batch going. So when you start icing, you're going to want to get a bad one. This is the one I stuck the toothpick into. So it has a little hole. And I really had them cool for about 15 minutes. So they were cooling for a while. But then I'm just taking a spatula. You can take a knife. You can, like, if you want a little swirl on top, you can get a plastic bag, fill it up with icing, you know, all that stuff. But I'm going to take some of this red.
Yeah.
Yeah. Red icing.
There you go. Good. That's
and
great. Well, great. Okay. Very good.
Swirl it on top if I can get it going.
Okay, then. All right, well, I will see you later.
Have a little red swirly. And this one, I did a little red dot at the top. I didn't spread the icing all the way out. And I'm just gonna put my little swirly cue on there. And yep, that's how you make an adorable little cupcake like this. I hope you enjoyed. This was really fun. It took me about like 2 hours to film and bake and film and bake. But yeah, it was super fun. And if you all have any requests for cooking videos, baking videos, anything like that, then please leave them below and I will do my best to do them. And yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed and I'll see y'all soon.